Hi guys, just thought I'd make a quick new video blog because today's day one again. Don't know what to say. I've got loads of things going on in my head that I want to talk about, but I suppose we'll start with basics. I had a plan when I got made redundant from work. I had this master plan which consisted of dropping some weight, getting a lot fitter, and obviously getting sober, and then create a new me, find a job I really wanted to do, and you know, and that would be the new me, the new life. And I've not done it. I'm not even close to it, if I'm honest. So I'm really frustrated. So again, this is a day. I seem to be different from other people, or different from some people, should I say. I can actually stop drinking. I can do my day ones. You know, I've put long periods together of I'm just talking since I've been made redundant, which is, I'm now I think 4 months into it. Within that, you know, I've had a 1 week, a 2 week, a 5 week, and you know, within that of sobriety. But every time I start to feel good about myself, that's when I have a drink. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys know me. I know everything there is to know about this fucking drinking stupidity. But it's me who chooses to pick that first drink up, and then I go. So I've kind of been monitoring myself and seeing what's going on, and try not to beat yourself up every time you have a slip. But it's not a slip with me, because I'm choosing to do it. You know, it's not the cravings that's beating me. I'm not craving for a drink. I just feel that good. I'll say, oh, I'll have a drink. And I'll start, the day one will be, I'll just buy a half bottle of whiskey. And I'll drink that over a period of 4 or 5 hours on a night, you know, during my tea. And so, I don't know, from maybe 7 PM till 10 PM, whatever. You know? And I'll enjoy that. I've got to be honest, I will enjoy that. But what happens when I wake up the next day, the gate's completely open, that here is saying, right, I want to drink again, and it don't want to drink again. It don't want a little half a bottle at tea time the following day. It wants to drink right now, and it's just at you again. So obviously, I've never managed. When I've picked a drink up, I've never managed to not drink on the second day, and I think I only know one person who has actually done that, and you know, and I've just had a conversation with someone about this, and she's the only person who's actually done this, which is amazing, because everyone else I know, when you do that first relapse, you end up drinking on day 2 and possibly so on. So, and that's what I do. But from day 1 drinking to having like a small drink and feeling okay, to day 2 where you're drinking for a lot longer period and a lot more, to day 3 where for me, because I'm not working, I could drink all day. But I feel absolutely shit when I'm drinking. So when I have that first drink on day 2 or day 3, it's not that I'm enjoying it. I don't at all. And that's the bit that's just, I can't get my head round. So I drink myself in, and my drinking's not that dramatic, to be honest. I'm not, you know, I'm 43 years old, I'm not a party animal, I'm not out on the towns or whatever. It's just steady away drinking. So it's really not, when I pick up on a relapse, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm drinking, it's not that dramatic. And either is when I become sober, because I can do it. I won't say easily, but when I really get my motivation and willpower together and break through day 1, then day 2 and so on, it just gets a lot easier. So that's where I am. It's really frustrating. There was a guy, I always remember, he was coming up for a year sober. Sean, who's called. He was coming up for a year sober, and he picked a drink up again, and I was trying to get to the bottom of what had gone on with him and that, and it was a bit nards, because I was probing him with questions and whatever, you know, rightly so I suppose, because he was probably feeling disappointed with himself. And one thing that always stuck with me that he said he couldn't find any peace, I can't remember it word for word, but he couldn't find peace in drinking or sobriety. And I kind of know what that means now, although when I am sober and I've put together, let's just say, over a week of sobriety, I'm not sad. I feel awesome. Everything head starts to work again. I start to lose weight, because the weight thing is a massive issue for me. Because when I drink, I stop everything else. Yeah, we say, don't we, all the time, if you suffer from alcoholism, if you're an alcoholic, or if you're just a binge drinker, I don't know. We all have something very common upstairs, which is this very indulgent side of us, where we're absolutely all or nothing. We're very impulsive. Now, that's so true with me. I have absolutely nothing in the middle of that. Nothing. It's completely empty. It's all or nothing, and there's nothing in between. And that's really frustrating for me, because if there was something in there, I could work with it, but there's not. So what that personally means for me is, all is I stop drinking, I go on a really healthy diet. Diet's the wrong word, just really healthy eating. Low calories though, to lose the weight, and a ton of exercise, and I love it. I love it all. First 3 days after drinking, that's really hard work. After 3-4 days, I start turning my body around and my brain, and physically and emotionally, and I start to feel better, and it's awesome. I feel great. I'm on top of the world. I don't burn myself out. You know, I have my tired days because I might do a lot of exercise on that, but I love it. But when it starts to go the opposite way, as I say, because there's no middle bit, there's nothing. When it starts to slide, there's nothing I can catch and say, right, I won't do any exercise today, or I'll eat a Chinese takeaway or something. I just basically crash. But I choose to crash. That's the fucking annoying thing. I seem to choose to crash, and as soon as I pick a drink up, I get my exercise and I get my eating plan, and I screw it all up and I fuck it off out window, and I eat. I don't move, and I'll eat as much shit as I can, knowing what I'm doing. So that's pretty fucked up, isn't it? So that's where I am now, and that's what I've been doing for the last maybe 4.5 months. And within that, I've not properly looked for a job. You know, I've told a few people I have, but I'm really not. I've opened my LinkedIn account up, and I've had a few emails through that, but I've done nothing to physically get that on the computer and get myself. You know, anyway. I can hear in your background going, well, you need to have a job, that'll help you, and it will, I agree, but my weight is now up at 19. I'm 19 stone 9 pounds, so I'm 280 pounds or something, probably 120 kg, whatever your measurements are. I don't want to be going for an interview like that, hot and sweaty, unfit, and that's where it all comes back to. So I get myself sober, I get myself fit, and I also lose weight at the same time, and I feel great about myself, and I get out there and do it. So that's where we are today. So I'm day one. I've drunk for the last 4 days, 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I've drunk for the last 4 days. Up until that, I was a week sober. And those 4 days, again, just to give you some volume, it was half a bottle the first night, and it was around about 6:30 in the evening. Went to bed at 10. Felt great, to be honest. The second day 2 of that was buying a full bottle of whiskey. Started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I drunk all that by 10 p.m. Went to bed. Felt shit getting up day 3, and I can't remember definite, but I think bought a big bottle again, and I think I started a bit early, maybe 1 p.m. Drank through, and that takes us up to yesterday or last night, where I bought another bottle, and I started at 12:30 in the afternoon, and I ended up going to bed at about 9:30 last night. Feeling shite. And on top of that, some really shite eating, and I actually had we had an Indian takeaway last night, and I purposely went for one of the hottest dishes they can, knowing how it makes me feel when you mix that with the alcohol. And do you know, I'll tell you what it is, it's self-harming. That's what I'm doing to myself. You know, you think of self-harming with blades and stuff. I mean, you know, I've never done that, I've never even thought of that. But I do it with food and not doing the exercise, and weird, very strange. I feel like I'm rattling on now. I do these video blogs for me. I think this is my 7th or 8th video blog now. And, you know, hopefully, one day, hopefully from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to be able to look back at these video blogs and look at that very one I did a year and a half ago, when I got myself 5.5 months sober, you know, and look at my journey where it's gone, you know, it's gone seriously downhill, and it's little peaks and troughs, and this is where we are. And maybe it's taken 2, or maybe it'll take a year and a half, 2 years to get there, but you know, I do want to be sober, don't get me wrong, 100%. I've had people have said, do you want it enough? Yeah, I do, because I don't enjoy the drinking, and I don't enjoy the not drinking. So I'm hoping that I get to, you know, I don't know, start with a weight. I enjoy counting the days to begin with. A lot of people say, oh, I don't count, but I enjoy that. I would only count up to probably 101 days, because after that it gets a little bit silly, and you can go into weeks if you want, or you can just stop. You know, you need a sobriety date, because you need to celebrate 6 months and 12 months. And I do know I need to get to 12 months, because on all the research and stuff I've watched and read, that 12 months thing, it's, by the time you put that amount of sobriety into your body, you've made some serious changes in chemical imbalance in your brain and things, and it becomes a lot easier. I can't carry on like this. I really can't. As of this is Saturday morning. As of when Monday comes, that's sort of payday. That's when I used to get paid. We've now I've got, from Monday I will have 3 months of financial security to keep the house, pay the mortgage, all the bills. I've got 3 months from Monday, and if I'm not up and running and working at the end of that, then I'm in deep poo-poo. But I'm really confident. I've got a cracking CV, and you know, I'm really good at what I do. Blowing me on trumpet there. So I'm quite confident that if I can get myself feeling really good about myself, drop a couple of stone. I can drop 2 stone in a month and a half, no problem. You know, getting on a treadmill after a week of binging is fucking horrendous. But I do that every day. In a week and a half's time, I'm running on that treadmill, no problem. The fitness builds up so quickly, comes back so quickly. Sorry, I'm really rattling on. I think I'm a bit frustrated. I don't even know if I am frustrated anymore. But I think I'm beyond frustrated. I'm getting very argumentative as well, and that's even when I'm sober. When I'm just becoming an argumentative person, and that was never me. Seeing the worst in people and looking for it, that wasn't me. Fallen out with some people recently, and again, not because I'm pissed or anything. You know, and I wonder what's going on with me. I wonder if it is just general frustration. That's I don't know. So anyway, that's where we are. The plan is, I woke up this morning, you can see I've got red eyes and got a spot on my bloody nose. I'm just out of the shower. Because I felt like shit, I actually woke up at 2:30 AM, went downstairs, put the TV on, because I was just so indigestion, headache, done a bottle of whiskey, a really mega hot Indian takeaway, you know, fucking great, just what you need for a good night's sleep. So I spent 2 hours downstairs just watching shite, drinking lots of not fresh orange, but juice to, you know, flush it out, take some aspirin, and it's, what are we now? I think we're on 10 AM now, so I know the drinking voice will come back to me at some point today, but I'll get through that. I've got some really good advice about healthy eating and the exercise that I'm going to start putting into play. Hopefully tomorrow, but probably I'm on a hike tomorrow morning. Probably going to do between 5 and 7 miles hiking with some old colleagues from where I used to work. So I'm looking forward to that. And then maybe from the Monday I'm going to really get this. Stephanie's given me this really good sort of plan, and she gave me this advice of stuff I wasn't doing. I'm going to start that from Monday, and I need to do it for a full month. Yeah, I know it's all or nothing, and it's hard to do all or nothing, but that's how I have to do it. And then I'll do a week of that, and then the following week on Monday I'll be coming up for I'll be day 9 sober. Exercise and the weight loss should be just starting to kick in, and I'm going to jump on the computer, get my CV out there properly, and we'll see what that brings. And the only thing that's going to fuck all that up is me picking a drink up again, because I fancy one, knowing what it's going to do. So I think I've rattled on enough. Really sorry, because I don't usually think I do rattle on. I just thought I wanted to make this. I don't make this for you guys. I make this for me to look back on. And so sometimes I can give you some information out to help people, but I know I haven't done that. Just some of you on the groups. I've come away from Onwards and Upwards group now. No particular reason. I just wasn't getting much out of it. So I've stayed on Leah's group, which I'll post this video onto. You're welcome to post it onto if it's any good. Obviously, I don't know if it is, but if you're welcome to post it onto Onwards and Upwards if you think it'll help anyone. I may rejoin at some point there. Unfortunately, the group went to shit with Burke. It doesn't seem to have bounced back in the last 3 weeks, which is a real shame. And there's not many people posting. And again, I burnt my bridges with some people on there because I didn't feel that they did the right thing. But I shouldn't have done that really. So anyway, that's where we are. Fucking sorry if I've bored you. And have a fucking great day. And hopefully, my next video blog, I'll have a really good long period of sobriety, and we'll go for a month. In fact, a month from today. So thank you, and take it easy.